I'm Abby, and this is Natalie. We live in a van with our 2 dogs, Bear and Peluche. For the past 3.5 years, we've been exploring all over North America. Now it's time to take our off-grid tiny home on the most epic adventure yet. We're going to Alaska. Joining us are Tawny, Mike, and Al. This caravan is bound for adventure on rugged roads in remote areas. And while the views are absolutely incredible, the going isn't always easy. Our van broke down in a faraway region of the Yukon Territory. Will we even make it to Alaska? Okay, after probably another 4 or 5 hours on day 2 and a ripped apart cab,
Towanda is back in action, we think.
They are soldering some wires back together, and then we're going to test drive Towanda. We think that she's fixed. Thanks to our guru.
Don't want to sit on that and test drive it?
Whatever I need to do, I'll do whatever you
everything falling out.
That might cause more problems.
Just leave it like that.
This looks good. It's like a new trend. It's like open face sandwiches.
Fingers crossed that the test drive goes well and that she's fixed and that we can make it to Alaska.
So after a 1.5 days of troubleshooting, we got Towanda fixed. We are back on the road and we are headed towards Alaska. Woo!
The border is in sight, y'all! Woo woo! Yeah!
2 weeks of driving through British Columbia and the Yukon, and we are finally going to Alaska.
Check out this campsite, y'all. We're actually just a couple miles down the road from Denali National Park. And we're gonna go explore today. Hiking with the crew. What? Observing such a large variety of wildlife really thrilled us as animal lovers. And the sheer number of beautiful places to camp, by streams, rivers, mountains, and lakes, just blew our minds. Alaska really is gorgeous. And the first time we spent a night in complete light was a spectacular sight. The land of the midnight sun is truly stunning, and to experience a night of pink sky instead of darkness was truly wild and surreal. Historically, Alaska is a place that has attracted those fed up with conventionality. And as people already living outside convention, we can see why. There's nothing usual about Alaska. And we unusual beings, We really like that.
So we're parked on the side of the highway, but look at our view. Like, this is incredible. This is also a boar tide, which is only a few in the world, and Abby and I actually went to one in Nova Scotia on the Bay of Fundy, so this is our second experience. This is pretty incredible. Free campsite on the side of the road. So cool.
I think this is the best roadside, highway side camping we've ever had.
Yeah, it definitely is. And train side. Pretty incredible. Let's go look at the tide, shall we?
Yeah. What a view!
Supremo. And there's beluga whales. We haven't seen them yet, but they're out here.
We left the boar tide behind and continued our journey further into the Kenai Peninsula, mesmerized by the beauty unfolding around us. John Muir profoundly said, "No synonym for God is so perfect as beauty, whether as seen carving the lines of mountains with glaciers, or gathering matter into stars, or planning the movements of water. Still all is beauty." We found the divine in this land and in ourselves. Our hearts are filled with gratitude for this experience.
You know you're in Alaska when you're literally camped a couple miles downstream from a glacier. Oh, that's cold. The water in this stream is actually glacial water. It comes from the glacier and ice field that's just a couple miles away. It's called Exit Glacier, and it's in the Kenai Fjords National Park. And we're headed there today to get a closer look. We're taking full advantage of the fact that we all have bikes and biking to the trailhead. Oh, it's bumpy! Since our vehicles are our houses, our e-bikes are the equivalent of our cars. Makes sense, right? Feels really good to be able to leave your house and take your car, right? That's what the e-bike's for. And it's so fun. I love biking. Whee! That sign marks where the glacier used to be in 1894. We still have a long way to go to even get to the glacier. That's really sad. Wow.
Despite the very present and somber realization of melting glaciers, we embraced joy as we trekked onwards into the forest, through wildflower meadows, across babbling brooks. Each step tuning us in closer to the incredible spirit of Mother Nature.
Finally made it to the Exit Glacier, and this is incredible. I'm just grateful that we can see this in our lifetime because this has receded
Hey, crew. Mesmerized by the sights?
A little bit. Not something you see every day, you know?
Oh, you don't see glaciers every day?
No, well, I mean on this trip.
Look at the view behind you. Like, are you seeing this? This is a full panorama.
We could see the rigs that are like just over that hill, but
Yeah, we're parked just over there somewhere. 360-degree views that are just majestic, stunning, and leaving us speechless.
Where the glacier meets the sky, the land ceases to be earthly, and the earth becomes one with the heavens. No sorrows live there anymore. Beauty alone reigns there, beyond all demands.
Alaska is delivering.
A wise Mark Twain said, "One who keeps company with glaciers comes to feel tolerably insignificant by and by." The glaciers do indeed remind us of our place in a grand universe and beg us to ask more important questions. Future generations are not going to ask us, "Oh, what political party were you in?" No, they're going to ask, "What did you do about it when you knew the glaciers were melting?"
Parked on the side of the highway, but the view is incredible. Not only do we have a train.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good baby? Bear, who's a good baby?
These videos are made possible through the support of our patrons. Join the Ride and Seek crew on Patreon today. Thank you, crew!